you know, education in and science is something that clearly we've benefited from, and it's almost our duty to ensure that the next generation aspires to kind of the pursuit of science. Unfortunately, I think we also fighting against a grain of a lot of the next generation being intimidated by science. And there is definitely a demystification, or trying to meet people where they are so that we can expand the pipeline or increase the size of the funnel for those who would even consider science, right? But I think it's extremely important. Again, as part of the I was thinking about the previous question, but our pursuits should really serve humanity, and I think it's important to kind of invoke and bring people into the creation of technology, because I think I'm also guilty as a technologist to really think about technology as a solution, and I have to force myself and forcefully kind of ensure that we bring diverse perspectives.
We face one great difficulty. Over the centuries, we have increased our knowledge tremendously, right? So the burden for the new generations is to be able to absorb all that knowledge. How much of that knowledge do they need to progress and get to the next stage? How much of that can be knowledge that you can, extract from a computer without necessarily having to learn it? So the educational system has to change dramatically too, to enable digestion and properly utilizing the knowledge that we have created over centuries. It's a great challenge.
But I actually think that if you look at just Google search trends or Twitter followers, currently we've got celebrities like Kardashians that are driving like zero value, in my opinion, in the world, right? It's basically being famous for being famous. So they cannot sing, they cannot dance, they're just famous, right? And somehow people
jealous,
are attracted.
You're jealous, Alex.
So actually, that was my next statement. You actually just preempted my words, just, like Chat GPT. So I was just saying that the world is driven by jealousy. It's not driven by greed. As a matter of fact, that's not my words. That's the words of Charlie Munger, the partner of Warren Buffett. And I sometimes just watch those two guys debate because they actually bring a lot of wisdom, right? And talk about what drives this world.
So I love this conversation. I think it's rare among scientists to talk about how can they improve their social impact. I'm privileged in the fact in a couple ways. One of them is I teach an MBA class to MBAs. And so I've had some time to sort of dig into the psychology of how things and ideas propagate. And my friends, I just hope you'll look up some neuromarketing after today. Just as our fields have expanded exponentially, there is so much known about how messaging works. And we probably need to spend some time sort of getting up to speed on becoming a little better salesmen. For my field, we're super lucky because we have social relevance because food technology is related to climate change, and post-millennials care very much about this.
And we need to create competition to reach such challenges, to face such challenges. You remember that during the Apollo years, there was a boom in scientific research. There was a boom in scientific education at school and so on. So we need to recreate such spirit. We don't have to believe that only soccer players or singers are the best role models. We have to create the need and the knowledge in the new generations about what it means to discover something, to face a challenge, to face a global challenge. For instance, if we want to create, to have a challenge, could be a man mission to Mars, for instance.